Bror Fredrik coming at you with another Studio Live. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to the first day of the week. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. I know I did. What do we do? Saturday night we went out. We walked down in the Sphere. We did a bunch of stuff, and it was fun. And I hope you guys had fun, too. So let me fire up the chat here so I can keep up with what's going on. Let's see here. Okay, we're live, and I am getting a Papa. Is that Papa John? I thought Papa John was out of business. I don't know, whatever. All right, all messages. Okay, my video is liked, and I hope you liked it too. And before we get started, I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least, how many times? 5 times a week. More like 6, but we'll say 5 because it's easier to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to invite you to do all the stuff, like, share, subscribe, buttons, click on all the links down there, because my show is made possible by the generosity of viewers like you. Not to quote PBS, but it's totally true. So let me see how many people we got on. 94 people. Holy cow, that's a good start to the day, and that's in top messages. So what I'm going to do a little different today is I am going to do all the shout-outs. I'm going to read all the comments. We're going to chat, we're going to talk, and we're going to do all that stuff as per usual, but I'm going to do it after the news, so stick around for that. I also have, let's see what we have. We have some viewer mail and some viewer things that were sent to me kindly, which I totally appreciate, and I'm going to show those to you. And I'm also going to, well, let me step back over here too. I'm also going to show you, I've been talking about the Havamal, The Guide to Life by My People, the Norse, and I want to show you a few scriptures, well, I don't know if you call them scriptures, a few verses of that too, and I think it's going to make your head explode, so I'm excited to do that, give you a little bit of my culture too, and if you guys dig it, I might make it part of the end of every show. So I appreciate everyone who's here, and like I said, I'm going to do all the shout-outs, and I'm going to do all the hellos, and I'm going to read all your comments, but we're going to do that right after the news, because I want to jump right into it, and speaking of jumping right into it, let's jump right into it. First thing we're going to do, let me get the mic a little out of my face. First thing we are going to indeed do is cover some world news. I'm not going to get too much into politics and stuff like that. I do have a bunch of Las Vegas news, and I do have some world news that I think we should cover. So let's jump right into it. Oh, boy. Let me pop myself up there. In case you haven't heard, Suzanne Summers, which is a heartthrob to probably 2 entire generations, has passed away. She was 76. I don't know when this picture was taken. That seems like an older Getty image. But most of you will remember her for Three's Company. And some of you will remember her for the Thigh Master, which I think there was one in my house at one point in time or whatever, a Thigh Master. Who still has a Thigh Master? I wonder if that's going to be a collector's item, or we're going to be seeing a bunch of them on eBay soon or something. But just let's have a brief moment for Suzanne Summers. Now, did anyone else think it was weird that, what's his name? I forget. I mean, the show's a little bit before my time. Did anyone else think it was a little weird that, dude, what was the guy's name? I don't even remember what his name was. I know there was, I don't know, John Ritter, whatever character he played. He's living in a house with these 2 hot, one of them's a little ditzy. You know, she played the ditzy character, and they was walking around with like Daisy Dukes and tube tops and whatnot, and they never got busy. I always thought that was a little, it was a little weird. Don't get me wrong. The culmination should have been, I don't know, maybe the three of them. I don't know. You tell me. But she will always be remembered, and that is Suzanne Summers. I mean, she held herself together pretty well over the years. 76 years old. I don't know if that's 76, but I don't know what she died of. Maybe it'll tell us here. I mean, these sites that I should screenshot them, but I like scrolling through them too. They just embed so much crap on them. Like, what the actual F is that? The coolest gift of 2023. Whatever. She's a beloved public figure and a icon, yada, 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 licensed psychiatrist. What are they interviewing licensed psychiatrists for? Passed away. The actress who survived an aggressive form of breast cancer for over 23 years passed away peacefully at home in the early morning hours. Okay, that's totally sad. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go in my sleep. I mean, everyone says that. Oh, I want to go in my sleep. But, according to Norse tradition, and it's probably in, the Havamal, in order to get into Valhalla, you're not supposed to die in your bed. You're supposed to die as a warrior, inside in your bed. So, you might die of old age. The thinking was, true warriors never die of old age. However, there is a loophole, thankfully, which is that if someone's dying in their bed, or you think they're going to die, you don't let them die in their bed. You have to bare minimum sit them up and put them outside, like in a lawn chair or something. Then I get to go to Valhalla. So remember that if you're around me. Okay, poor Suzanne Summers. This I found extraordinarily interesting. And isn't this always the case when it comes to certain people of authority and of power and of judgment of others? The Florida judge who was the prosecutor in the Casey Anthony trial, you all remember that horrible thing. They found the baby, you know what I'm saying. Him himself, who was the prosecutor of this case, has been accused of, I can't really say it, CA. You see what that is right there? Is that nuts or what? I mean, how many times? Okay, to get a little more graphic, I cannot say these words, but follow along. Facing allegations of L&L-M of a minor. Is that nuts or what? I mean, how many cases do we need to see where the people are out there waving banners and shaking their hands and pointing their fingers at other people are the ones that are actually doing it themselves? I mean, I don't fully believe or buy into the concept that, that which we accuse others of, we are guilty of. But in a lot of cases, I mean, it's not across the board. People think it's across the board, and a lot of people use it as a cop-out. However, it holds true in many, many cases. How many times do you see things like this over and over and over? The people that are doing this, the people who are prosecuting, the people who are supposed to be protecting are, in fact, themselves this type of people. And not only that, other types as well. So I'm glad that's coming to light. Oh, again with this freaking thing, coolest gift, whatever. But unfreaking believable. But I'm glad he got caught, and I hope they put him away should he be guilty, because, accusations are still accusations. It's alleged allegations. But they wouldn't come out and do this if they didn't have a strong case. Facing allegations of L&L-M on a... Yikes. All right, let's see if any other things up. Who is? I don't really care. I just want to see if it goes to trial. All right, let's jump into the next one here, which is, remember I showed you about a week ago that guy Hardy that I started listening to, kind of like 2023, 2022's answer to Kid Rock. Evidently, Homeboy been going through some issues. Oh, again with this freaking thing. What is that? But Homeboy be going through some issues. Is that one of his issues? Is she the cause? Let me take a good look at her. She might. No, I don't think she's the cause. All right, let's see. Hardy, go check him out. You can find him on YouTube. He has his own channel. He's got some cool songs. Woke up in a truck bed. A redneck can afford to lose a 30-aught. What's another 30-06 to a redneck? And he's got some good tunes if you're into that type of stuff, kind of like gangster country. But Hardy shares emotional update on his mental health after canceling a bunch of shows, and he now says, "I'm okay." Whatever happened to? I mean, I'm not calling this guy out, but whatever happened to the show must go on? Is that like a foreign concept now? People just cancel shows because, I mean, I understand. Maybe let's read a little deeper. Maybe I'll let him off the hook. American country singer Hardy, known for his songs Truck Bed, One Beer, took to Instagram, what was that, 3 days ago, sharing a video update for his fans amid his mental health struggles. In the video, he told fans he wanted them to know, everyone to know that he is okay. That he's been struggling with severe anxiety and panic attacks since his tour bus overturned last year. Freaking yikes. Yeah, I guess that would suck. 4 passengers on board, including Hardy himself, his tour manager, videographer, and driver. Though most passengers on board suffered serious injuries, I didn't. I'm a new fan to this dude, so I don't know. But due to anxiety he was experiencing, Hardy chose to cancel a few upcoming shows to focus on his mental health. I will still say, pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and the show must go on. I mean, I don't mean to be a dick about it, but I'm down with the dude, but sometimes the best medicine is to just get busy. I mean, I had some issues. I mean, there's issues all the time, but the show must go on. But I guess if you're into, if you have that level of money per se, you can cancel a show here and there. But for the rest of us, the show does go on. That doesn't mean don't take the time to get a good checkup from the neck up, but the show sometimes has to go on, and sometimes that's the best relief. But maybe he sought some professional help. I don't know, but it is what it is. So we all hope Hardy gets better. Oh, and go check out this song. Oh, is that Lainey Wilson? She looks different there. Go check out the song. This is my favorite song by this cat, which is Wait in the Truck. So go check out Wait in the Truck by Hardy. And again, wish him the best, but the show must go on, bro. Don't disappoint the people. You only got one shot at the stardom thing. All right. Bruce Willis, a Christmas staple, some people would say. Birkenstocks. Oh man, people still wear those things? What, just in like California or something? I don't know. But Bruce Willis is now rendered in, let's see if I pronounce this right. Sometimes I get my pronunciations wrong. Incommunicative by disease. Oh, that sucks. Poor guy. Shout out Bruce Willis. He's entertained us for years. I mean, back in the day when I used to shave my head completely, which I'm on the verge of thinking about doing again, just cut it all off. Yikes, he's got dementia. But people used to say that I kind of look like him. I don't know if this, or he looked like me. That's the way I preferred it. But dang, he's got dementia. He's been pumping out these like B movies like a freak up until about 2 years ago. I guess he knew he was on his way out, and he lent his name to these really fast-paced, highly edited, like sci-fi and war flicks and whatnot. I guess to just garner a whole bunch of bucks before this, but dude can't even talk now. That is absolutely freaking horrible. Let's see if there's anything else. Look how they pack this shit with shit. Free dental, no money needed. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. But Bruce Willis, so how long he has to live, I don't know. Very sad, very sad. All right, let's see what's next. This is not good. This is not, I don't want to talk on this all that much. You know, everyone knows what's going on with I can't even say it, unfortunately. Again, YT, what? Remind me towards the end of the show. I went through my YT re-education today. All right, let me say that directly to the camera. I went through my YT re-education program today. It wasn't required, but they didn't give me a whole lot of choice. So remind me towards the end, and I'll tell you what that was all about. But I did complete my re-education program. So I really got to be careful what I talk about. Anyway, back to this. Did we just glitch the absolute F out? All right, hold on. There we go. The U.S. Marine Rapid Response Force is moving towards I gotta call them the real is, as Pentagon strengthens its military posture in the region. Frickin' yikes. So what they're saying is they're sending 2,000 troops over to the Middle East, strictly as a deterrent. There are boots on the ground in the other conflict too, which a lot of people don't know. And the people over in the Crane, their president's like, hey, don't forget about me. I need billions of dollars too, to continue what I got going on. He's like he feels slighted that the focus isn't on him anymore, which is bizarre. And if you've been paying attention to any of the protests and whatnot, it's kind of hideous in one way. I mean, casualties of war are horrible, but so are human shields. The only thing I really want to say in my personal opinion, because I don't know how far, because YT does not recognize me as a news source per se, so I gotta still be careful what I say. Eventually that might change. I just don't want to fight with them quite yet after my recent re-education. So carrier group is going in, yada yada yada. The troops, but this is terrible. This is bad news. This could mean like WW 1, 2, and a 3. I hope not. But it's bad. The only thing I really got to say about this scenario is, let me crack this bottle of Pellegrino first. There's no way, in my opinion, that the real is, you know who I'm talking about, can't say the name, did not know that was going to happen. It's just impossible because they are the leaders in the intelligence business. We get our intel from them. Is that a good thing? Does that explain a lot? Maybe they're not. I don't know. But supposedly they are. No way they didn't know. Why they let them, it was relatively uncontested, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. Maybe they wanted to control the freedom of peaches that those people have. Never let a good tragedy go to waste. Maybe it's given them an excuse to expand their might and eliminate issues that they feel that they've needed to for years. But they needed to be provoked in order to do it. Don't know. But all I know is it is highly suspicious that they didn't know. If you believe it, good, but I do not. All right, let's get past that. We can get into a whole conversation about it, but I really don't feel like it. That's why you need to join me over on Rumble. There's a link in the description. It's Bror Fredrik Official, and I'm at 140 subscribers. When I get to 200, I could to 150, I can start live streaming over there, and we can have deeper conversations about that. All right, last but not least, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. Is anyone still a Dolly Parton fan? I've always been a fan of her since I was like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Dolly Parton will be the halftime performer on Thanksgiving when the Cowboys play the Commanders. Who the hell are the Commanders? Was that one of those teams that had to change their name for political correctness reasons? I don't know. Who was that? I don't know. Whatever. So Dolly Parton's playing. The only thing I was thinking of with Dolly Parton, I don't even know why, it just caught my eye. Like, whenever Dolly Parton shows up, I'm just like, what up? How you doing? I mean, she's held it together over the years, too. She's got a lot of work done. Freaking yikes. But, am I the only one who's like, when is she ever going to do a Playboy layout? Am I the only... I can't possibly be the only one who, like, every time I see her picture, that's the first thing that pops into my head. Maybe now I wouldn't want to see it. Maybe 20 years ago. But am I the only one who, every time I see a picture of Dolly Parton, I'm like, damn, why didn't she ever end up in Playboy? You know? Is that just me? Maybe. I don't know. All right, enough of Dolly Parton. Shout out Dolly Parton. What is she, like 80? How old is she? Let's see, blah, blah, blah. See, it doesn't even interest me. I just want to, like, I dig her hair. Wasn't she in, like, she was, like, in some type of weird open relationship or something? Who the hell are the Commanders? I'll see y'all this Thanksgiving. And then she rang the Salvation Army bell. What? Oh, she's got her own. Let's go check her out. Hold on. I got Twitter. I'm all over the Twitter twatters. All right, let's check her out. What is that? What is she doing there? Hold on, I got to take a closer look. Let me move this mic. Turn on notifications. No, not now. What the heck? I can't tell what that is. What is that, an eye patch? Like a pirate or something? All right, let's check out Dolly. The Dolly Llama. All right. What's up, Dolly? Oh, we got to skip right over to media, don't we? Where's media? Bang. Oh, I'm not signed in, so it is what it is. Just go check me out on Twitter, Twatter X. When I get to 500 subscribers over there, I could start doing some live streams. Oh, that's funny, Jolene. Jolene. Me, my man, and Jolene. That's funny. What are you talking about, girl? What's she writing about? I don't have the page. Oh, was she actually pimping that? Whoa, these are old. 2021. She was pimping that? Would she have looks like she had a little reduction activities there. Or if you get that, they shrink. How does that work? Yeah, was she pimping the thing? The thing in the arm? Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa, that's got some face stuff on it. That's some catfishing, girl. When's that from? Same time. I never saw her as a Playboy bunny. See, I was just talking about that. Why didn't she, I know they had to offer her money like 1,000 times. And she said no every single time like that. That's like Golden Girl's haircut. I'm not digging that. What's up with the horses? Was a bunch of horny dudes. That's funny. Dolly Parton on LinkedIn, Dolly Parton on Facebook, Dolly Parton on Instagram, and Dolly Parton on Tinder. That's funny. Ooh, summa cum laude. What up? What? Is that her mom? Who is that? I know who it is. What's she selling? She's selling something. Why am I fixated? She made some boss Christmas movies. I ain't gonna say no. It would was the other dude? Kenny Rogers. Is that her? No way. No way that's her. All right. I cannot tell if that's her. That could be me, for all you know. Oh, what, she's getting more of that stuff? How many of them things she got? I wonder if Suzanne Summers got those things in the arms. Yeah, it's like way too 80s. Holy 80s. All right, we're getting all deep on the Dolly Parton. No, she's not my celebrity crush. She just has a lot of childhood memories involved there. And she's like, oh, don't smother me. All right. Are we done with Dolly Parton? I think we're done with Dolly Parton. Bam. All right. Ready to get into a little local news? Goodbye, Dolly. See you on Thanksgiving. Let's get into some local news. Dun, 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 dun. Bonk. Oh, nope, nope. Don't look. Don't look. That was some of the Havamal I'm going to show you. What have I been saying? What have I been saying? Here's your Las Vegas news that I dug up a little bit. I've been saying this forever. I mean, shoot. If this was a stock price, people would be shorting it right now. Las Vegas Grand Prix weekend room rates continue to fall. This was from last year. Remember we went there? We checked that out. But they're giving some examples. But I found way better examples than what they're showing. Let's see. Here's how a 4-day stay, the 16th through the 19th, at 4 Caesars Entertainment properties, yada, 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 under a year and a month ago, dipped as much as 70%. Well, that ain't lying. Oh, we got to go look to see what's for sale there. But all this frickin' advertising shit up. 70% increase since their launch almost a year ago, and a 42% decrease in the last month alone. Frickin' yikes. All right, last year they wanted 3,500. And now they want 1,500. So, yeah, it's 57%. Frickin' yikes. I'm telling you, I'm waiting for $99. And then I will pull the trigger. Like, get a room for $99 and free tickets. Then I'll do a Planet Hollywood. $4,300 down. So I guess they're all 15 now. What'd they say? For how long? 15 for a 4-day stay. Huh. Let's do some calculations. Where's my calculator? 1525. 1525 divided by 4 equals. So in the grand scheme of things, you're getting tickets and a room for, $400 effectively. I guess that's not terrible. Still waiting for $99. All right, let's see what Caesars got going on here. Caesars 5,300. Now they're down to 55%. Now they're down to 24. All right, what else? Let's make fun of them some more. Done. Contact Mick. I don't want to contact Mick. Where's the rest of them? What is that? You get that if you eat a skinny gummy and it's taken Nevada by storm. Should we click on it? What is this? Putting crap in your ears? Oh, yeah, I got to show you that in a minute. But Yeah, so I'm waiting for 99 bucks. So this might be a chance. Let's check out I want to see what's available at Smith's cuz I was over there. Well, what is this here? Oh, I thought that was the meat. I thought they were trying to sell me some meat for $1.49. I would have bought the shit out of it. That's asparagus. Oh, this is in Spanish. Oh, rum. Oh, that's that stuff I was telling you about the other night. It was $7 a pound for this nasty ass shoe leather, and that's truly what it is. Nasty ass shoe leather. I mean, cow is becoming a delicacy. I think all the cows are on strike or something. But buy one get one free, which effectively makes the price $3.50, which is no bargain either. A bunch of freaking waxy ass apples for buck a pound. What is that? Tilapia? Oh, that's chicken breast. Tilapia is all right, but you should know they eat their own poop. I went to a tilapia farm. A friend of mine was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get into business." He's like, "You should get into it with me." This is in Florida. I'm like, "What do you got going on, bro?" He's like, "I'm opening up a tilapia farm," and I'm like, "All right, I'll come down." So I get in the vehicle, and I go down to his tilapia farm, which is it's out in the sticks, you know, and he's got these big giant plastic barrels full of tilapia and he's like feeding them and whatnot. I'm like a kid. I'm like, yeah, I'll feed the tilapia and all the and doing all this stuff. And they're like this big, and he's like, oh, when they're like this big, I sell them off like 2 cents a piece. And but I witnessed them eating each other's poop. Like the one up here would be like, and it would make its way down, and another one would come along and be like, dinner. Tilapia. Tilapia. Anyway, that's why they taste kind of earthy. What else they got for sale here? Nothing. I don't feel like reading this whole thing. Oh, that's a deal for a bag of air. $2. Frickin' airport. I bought one of those just to have something in my stomach. It was like $9 for a bag of air at the airport. Thank God I don't drink any of this shit. Buy 2, get 2 free. People, stop drinking pop. Stop drinking soda. It's probably as bad, and people are going to say no, but it's probably as bad, if not worse, than smoking. Just freaking stop. Wean yourself off it. Anyway, let's move on. Bang. Oh, no. Keeps bouncing over there. Disturbed. I mean, he's looking a little disturbed in here. But Disturbed, which is an awesome band. If you want to hear the most awesome rendition of The Sound of Silence, I've been saying it. I played it one time during a Bror Nation After Dark, and they shut the stream down and put a warning sign on it, so I cannot play it. However, Disturbed is absolutely freaking awesome if you're into that genre, but if he happens to do Sound of Silence live, it's going to be freaking amazing. So when is he coming? Multi-platform rock band Disturbed announced on Monday they're coming to Vegas. Vegas, baby, yeah. 2024, okay, March 30th. What am I doing March 30th? At Planet Hollywood. Ugh, I hate Planet Hollywood. All right, maybe I'd go to see them. But I got to call up this dude first and make sure he's playing. I think I got his number. He's got to, if he doesn't play Sound of Silence, I ain't getting a dime out of them. They ain't getting a dime out of me. Tickets go on sale the 20th. We buy them that far in advance. It's just like Bror Nation Get Together 2023. They're on for sale too. We're going to start talking about that again soon. I remember during the thing, now that I went through my re-education, I don't for 90 days I gotta be like, I gotta do one of these, but I think I still say certain things. But during the thing where you had to do this and you had to do this, I don't think they'll get me for that. I posted a meme on Facebook. And it was a picture of Dave, whatever his name is, because I happen to like that song. I mean, I don't like the entire band, but I love that song. Some of the songs are good. and he has that song, "Get Down with the Sickness, Down with the Sickness." That was in Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead, where they're all trapped in the shopping mall and whatever, which I thought was a pretty awesome. I think that was one of my favorites. Anyway, so there was a meme, and it was a picture of him, and it said, "Disturbed man is down with the sickness." And, it was just him singing, but, I think there was like one of the sharp things sticking out of his arm or something. It said he's down, and it's like he has, it's like one of them circles with a freaking line across it, and it said, "Disturbed man is down with the sickness." And like he wanted it. That was like the gist of it, the way they laid out the graphics. And people on my Facebook were like freaking the actual F out. They were like, "Oh my God, he's so," like they just didn't get it. People had no sense of humor whatsoever. They wanted to be Karens and Kens so bad during the thing, the vid, that they couldn't even take a joke about Disturbed Man, which his band was Disturbed, and some people know it. That's why I still believe that some people deep down inside are actually probably rooting for it to come back so they can fully embrace their Karen and Kenhood. But Disturbed on tour in Vegas would be awesome. This guy has a vocal range that'll just blow your freaking socks off. He can go from screaming to freaking opera. I mean, he's just that amazing. And if I do miss a super chat, I will catch up with it. Well, we got 130 people on. All right. I will catch up with your super chats and right after we get done with news. All right, what else do we got? The Bellagio is 25 years old. It just turned 25. That is hard to believe. They don't really say anything else. I'm supposed to watch a video. It's all like trying to sell me shit after this. Sell me this, sell me that. They're trying to sell me her, sell me gold, sell me this, sell, sell, sell. Oh my God. They are pathetic, these people. Who is this? Oh, Fox. What just popped up there? What storage units near me? I just accidentally clicked on something. Anyway, so 25 years old. It was built for 1.6 billion, and it was currently valued at 5 billion. So that's a pretty decent investment. The only story I would tell about this, I don't know. I guess I got to watch the video and figure out their super duper special events, but it's hard to believe the Bellagio is 25 years old. In the grand scheme of things, for a property that's 25 years old, it is still not looking its age, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. The only thing I could say about the Bellagio opening, I was there. I was like 10 years old. I was there. That was back in radio show days. I was doing my thing. I had a personality. And well, I still have personality, but I was a Las Vegas personality per se. And I was invited, and I went, got all dressed up. It was... I was there from like 9 o'clock in the morning. They were opening the doors. I think it was noon. Yeah, it was probably noon. And so I'm in the inside, and we're waiting for people to enter the Bellagio, for the peasants. That's why I don't, whenever there's a casino opening, even if I was invited to get in there first, I don't like going in there first because it's so, what's it really about? When we go to Fontainebleau, I'm going to go in with everyone else afterwards. When we go to the Durango, I'm going to do the same thing. I did that for the openings after I did that for Resorts World. I just want to experience it the way other people experience it, not be inside, like looking down my nose at people. However, I digress. Oh, I wrapped up my 2 catchphrases in one. That day changed Las Vegas. The day the Bellagio opened changed the face of Las Vegas forever. And you can argue that it was for good and it was for bad. I'm not going to argue either way, but it did change Las Vegas forever. And not the way you think. If you go back, for those of you who were around at that time, that was, you remember the heavy drapery. It had a very heavy, almost, I found it a little stifling feel, but it was the heavy drapes on top of all the rooms and everything. Two things happened during the opening. The people all came in and we waved and we laughed and we elbowed each other and whatnot, but we were all in shock. Well, I'll go back to saying, I'll take it back a little bit. They were the ones who were the first people to just come straight out of the gate with tight-ass slot machines. Their slot machines were like, that was a period in time, 25 years ago, where you can take a $20 bill. They didn't have all these, play 50 denominations, max bet. You put in a like even video poker. You put in 20 bucks, and if you were playing quarters, it was quarters. It wasn't 5 quarters, and you needed to play the 5th quarter in order to, to get full pay on the jackpot and everything. Back then, you put 20 bucks in a machine, you played quarters, you were playing a quarter. So it's different. If you wanted to play 4 quarters, that would be what? $1. So they were the first person to change that. And back then, you can go to, I remember going to like Arizona Charlie's about at the same time, like on my way home and whatnot, slipping a $20 bill in, I think it was like the original Sphinx machine, one of the first machines where you got to pick which jackpot you wanted and all this other type of stuff. And it would last for an hour. You knew it was going to go. I mean, if you play slots, you know that money is gone unless you get up at some point, especially while you're ahead. Show discipline. But you could play an hour for 20 bucks. That's when playing slots would truly be considered entertainment. So that was entertaining back then. 20 bucks, best deal in town. You put 20 bucks in, you play for an hour, you had attentive cocktail service, you talked to people, you laughed, you joked, you got your ass out of there, you spent your 20 bucks, you spent your 40 maybe, whatever. It was the table games that, that would, hose you or whatever. Anyway, and like dollar machines would be considered high limits. You'd have to go to a special section if you wanted to play anything more than a quarter. I mean, back then they even had nickel machines and whatever. But getting back to the Bagio, they were the first ones who came right out of the gate with both barrels blazing, saying, "We ain't giving away no money." I remember my first 20. I was just like, gone. And I'm like, what just happened? Stuck another one in. Maybe the machine's broken. Stuck another one in. Not one win. Not one win. Opening night. Oh, the casinos are loose on the opening night. No. Didn't happen. I ripped through money because I was just shocked. I mean, maybe a couple hundred, but a couple hundred back then was, that was considered like, whoa. Everyone was just looking at each other like, did you just see what happened? And that's what it was. Bellagio. They were just sucking money like freaks. So they made all the other casinos comfortable with sucking money like freaks. But what truly happened on the day of the Bellagio opening, and get some coffee in me. Oh, you like that cup? Is that Boss or what? Bror Fredrik. When they opened the doors and people started flooding in, and again, it's 25 years, so the weather was approximately the same. I mean, we went through that beautiful spell last week in the 70s. It was 93 today. It'll be 92 tomorrow. It was 94 yesterday. So it's back in the 90s. And I remember it being the 90s then. When the door opened, people came streaming in. Like like Black Friday at Walmart level, just rushing the gates doing 98. And nobody was dressed. We were all dressed. Everyone. The ladies were in evening gowns, even though it was not evening. Men either had suits or tuxes on, or at the bare minimum, a dress shirt with a tie, with the suit, on the back of the chair somewhere. When people walked in there, nobody was dressed. You would think they were going to Walmart. You'd think they were going to Target. You'd think they were going to, I'm not putting the people down. You'd think they were going to a water park. I mean, that was back in the day with like fanny packs. There was like fanny packs, wife beaters, and Crocs, and like water park shorts. Just flooded into the place. But here's the thing. They all had a fistful of $100 bills, waving them around. They were fighting over machines like it was Black Friday. They just wanted to park their ass in front of a machine because of the myth that, when a casino opens, the machines are all loose. That way everyone could win. But we've proven that to be wrong a bazillion times. That's Sarka and many others. And everyone was just looking at each other. Management was like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Yeah, Bob, you seeing what I'm seeing? But it changed the complexion of the city forever. There was no turning back after that because the powers that be were just like, we would love to, be so upscale where people would walk into here like back in the days with, the Desert Inn. The Desert Inn was not a place that you went in flip-flops. Everyone would just turn around and look at you. That was, it was an older place, but it still had that vibe. It was still at the bare minimum, a collared shirt type of place. But once those people flooded in, and there was no turning them back, and they did have a dress code back then. They were like, this, we're not down with this, we're not down with that. But when people showed up with all that money, they would just like, F it. In Las Vegas has never been the same ever since. I'm not knocking dressing down or being casual. I do it too, I do, but I also like to dress up a bit too. But that was the day that Las Vegas changed forever. Dress code and everything. And baby strollers, unfortunately. So that's just a little story. But I'll figure out if they have anything interesting that they plan on celebrating, that's set to celebrate. I don't know what that actually means because it's totally obstructed in the front. It's a pain in the ass to get in and out of. I mean, I'd have to park at like Vidara and walk over. But if they have anything, that's why I haven't been starting over there because it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But maybe we'll do that one night this week. We'll book on in there. All right, let's see what else we got on deck. Excuse me. The temporary bridge. the biggest, they're calling this the biggest interruption of traffic is about to happen. It's like, holy shit. You mean it hasn't yet? But this is the temporary bridge that they're going to put up. I already went, there already is one over by Koval that I went over. I mean, it's a little bit freaking scary, but I'm sure it's, the screw comes loose, what happens, but oh my goodness. And they're saying this is like the biggest obstruction of traffic that's going to take place for this whole thing. And I call bullshit because the whole thing has. But they are putting this huge bridge up because they have to pass over the strip somehow. So let's see what they have to say. Installation of a temporary bridge, and they have to take it down. Oh my God, will lead to the closure of the busiest intersection near the strip this week. Oh my God, we got to go check that out though. I will make it a point to go show that to you. F1 officials gave a preview of the massive bridge, yada, yada, yada. Designed with the same criteria as highway bridges, meaning 4 lanes able to handle heavy things like buses. Ugh. What if I could play this a little bit? Does it say when? It started last night, and it's gonna go until the 25th. Phase one. Oh, phase one. Oh my god, they got phases. That's freaking Oh my god. How am I gonna get to the strip? Freaking yikes. This is, this is my spot, right? They go Flamingo. They go to Bagio. So they're gonna put that bridge over this whole thing. Oh my god. We'll go see it, but I guess I gotta rent a helicopter or something. Because that's my jam. Oh, it's gonna be devastating. Yeah, F-U, F1. Get your shirt in the description below. Let me see if I can play this. Oh, terrible's giveaway. No, F them. I ain't giving them no play. Screw them. All right, what else we got to talk about? Oh, poor woman. California woman was killed while jaywalking near the strip. That was sad. I heard about that last night. So we got to give a quick moment. They never tell you where. But she was walking on the east side of Tropicana, right near the Tropicana and Ocean Drive. And she was jaywalking like I do, but like I always say, I'm a trained professional. Don't do this at home. 43 years old. That's sad. She was crossing Tropicana against the pedestrian signal, and the Kia had a green light, and she was struck by the vehicle and later pronounced adios. Check this out, though. The woman's death is the 120th traffic-related fatality in Metro's jurisdiction. I think the total number is like 170 people getting squashed by vehicles, pedestrians getting squashed by vehicles. What is that, an average of 1 every 2 days here? The heck is that? That's some AI-looking stuff right there. Do not play this game if you're under 40 years old. Really? Why? Now, that's so clicky. I want to know why. I don't want to. Does she have hair in her armpits? You nasty. Don't play this game if you're under 40. Oh, there goes Suzanne again. Poor Suzanne Summers. This guy's making all the gains. The truth about keeping muscle mass after 50. Yeah, eat a lot of cow and frickin' lift heavy shit. There you go. I just solved the problem. What else is going on here? What is? She looks mugshotted. Thousands rattled by site that exposes everything about everyone. Yikes. This dude's still trying to keep his gains. What is that? That looks disgusting. This is what they want us all in eventually. What is that? What is that? He's like all touching it and stuff. Anyway. Yeah, they want us all to have these eventually. That's what's coming. If you're lucky. If we're lucky, we'll get to have those. Aw, cute little guy. What up, dude? What is this guy doing? It's so clickbaity. I gotta cover this too one of these days. This whole drama with what's a face and what's his face. Man, is he a freaking simp. Man, is she a horrible person. They're both horrible people. Will and what's her name? Jada, whatever. They're freaking horrible people. What is that? That's why I hate Halloween. Is that fun? I mean, okay, I'll take the, slutty nurse, slutty this, slutty that. Yeah, all right, whatever. You want to put on a free show, I'll watch. But I just don't get the gore and the satanic references and stuff. They go, Elon. Oh, Grimes suing Elon over the parental rights. She wants her kids? Yeah, okay, because he's a bad dad. Yeah, all right. She got all the freaking abs. What's going on? Photoshop. What is that? Diabetes is not from sweets. Where do these people come up with this shit? Oh, paid content. Duh. Why is this haircut popular? That's what I want to know. Every young man I see wearing this frickin' haircut, this palm tree look, white, black, yellow, red. Everyone's all the young men, the kids are wearing this, and it's just frickin' ridiculous. You look like Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. Why would you just do chicks dig that? I don't get it. Oh. That ain't from a box of Wheaties, bro. All right, enough of that. Let me click out of that, and then we're gonna do some stuffs. So, let me move this microphone. Let me get back over here. So, I hope you enjoyed the news. And I got some other stuff. So, now it's time for me to catch up with you guys. So, how's everyone doing? Let me say my hellos. What do we got? 173 people. That is awesome. The bait is working. Oh, let me see if I missed any super chats. Yep. Steve says, what up, Steve? He says, Flamingo and Colville is where Tupac got whacked. Yeah, he did. He got freaking whacked. I was more of a Biggie fan, but, you know, I wonder if they have any kind of memorial thing to where Biggie got whacked. I think it was like right outside someone's house. Let me see if I missed any other fan funding. Nope, just Steve with the 5 banana rounds. What up, bro? I appreciate that, and I appreciate fan funding. So let's see. Let me see who's here. That's it. The Patrick. What's the guy? That's the Patrick Mahomes cut. It's. How did that become a look? I don't get it. Can you picture me with that? Wait, hold on. I'm a tribble. Is that a look? Even the tribble don't like it. The tribble's like, no, bro, you look like a fool. The tribble ain't down with it. No, I don't like it. How's this for a look? This is how I go out like local around town. Usually with shades on too, believe it or not. Because I don't want to be recognized by my neighbors. All right, so let's see what else. I just don't get that that's a look somehow. Freaking tribble. It's tactical. You notice how this is like, calm down, dude. You notice how that's like, you see what's there, right? That way I'm not accused of like any kind of isms. Imagine that we have to worry about that in today's society. What up? Yikes. Oh, Steve, you got a bowl gong for the super chat. Yeah. Bossness. The cowboy hat, I'm actually gonna mount my cowboy hat in like right over there. I might mount I might mount all that spot right there where I'm pointing at, yeah, like right there, it's empty. You know, but also that's some curtains right there. So I don't know what I'm gonna put there. I need to fill it up with something. I don't know what. Cindy says, I like the cowboy hat. I like it too. I dig it. I think I look good in that cowboy hat. You have a bunch of Oakley tactical hats? Really? You should post a picture of those. I need tactical hats in my life. All right, now I'm going to say hello to a whole bunch of peoples. Venus, Erin, Janice, Sony, Maria, Bert, Captain Dave. I was just thinking about you, Captain Dave. I got something I was going to show people. Vin, did you give him an actual name? No. All right, I got thrown off by that symbol. It came out as like a Euro symbol. No, I haven't given my Tribble a name yet. Tribble's just Tribble. Tribble's trouble. All right, let's see who else is here. Tyler. That's not a car. So, yeah, no, that you're right. It's not Krusty the Clown. It's Sideshow Bob. So it's the side. I mean, and then you got to sit there and get that done. What do you say? Well, you go into like you got to go into the. I was gonna say dentist. You got to go into the hair stylist or the barber and be like, mess my shit up, just like mess it up, and like make me look like a palm tree that hasn't seen water in a year. I don't get it. Not that I'm like, not that I'm down with the stylish haircuts. I'm fixing to shave it all off. But holy cow. Let's see what else is going on. Before we do a quick mail call, time to visit. Yeah, it might be time to visit Summerlin and Red Rock. Janice, you are correct. We haven't been up there in a while. I'm definitely thinking. I was just thinking about that too. I think I'll go up there. Go see where that person got whacked right outside of the casino. Who else? Scott is here. Ron. What's going on, Ron? Parkenstein. Etsy in the grandstands at the Bagio. It doesn't look all that tempered. You're in town? All right, cool. How long are you in town for? So I'll be down there. We'll catch up. Hey, bro, who's the woman doing the mail call? I don't know. I actually don't know. I mean, that was from, where'd I get that from? That was from a stock footage site. So I never met her, but she is ubiquitous. I mean, I have like 50 videos of her doing like various things and whatnot, but you'll get to see her in a minute. I thought she was an attractive woman to keep everyone's attention, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. All right. Anyway, speaking of which, I think we are going to get into that right now. Let me slide this over, and I think it is time for let's see, should we? Speaking of which, I think we will. Now. Yeah, she's kind of awesome. I'm gonna say no. I got packages. I got stuff like down there. So I am going to show you some stuff that I got in and the mess that is my. Well, this is like half my desk right now, but we're going to check this out. We're going to check this out, and I need to check that out. That's my iPhone. Let me file that over to the side there. Let's drink some Pellegrinis. And let me pop me up in the corner there, and I got a package. That's what he said. All right. This was sent to me by Sylvia. So we're going to check it out. But first, we're going to check out an O-Knife. Link in the description. All right, let's see what's in this thing. I haven't opened it yet. I'm excited. Never cut towards yourself, but I'm a professional. I can get away with it. What is in here? Oh, I love these. Wait, let's see if we can hear them. Did you guys hear that, or did the sound suppression kill it? It popped so loud that the bowls rang over there. Let's file that off to the side. Rah. What do we have here? Holy cow, me being the book reader that I am. And again, this is from Sylvia. Hey, Bror Fredrik, please enjoy your new book. Best wishes to you, Sylvia B. That is absolutely awesome. So, looks like we got, let me file those two, a book about Elon Musk. Is he praying? Is that what he'd be doing? Yeah, I'll tell you what, he looks good in that picture. Whoever did that picture did a really good job. Let's check that out up close. See my ceiling. Yeah, they did a good job. The only thing I don't like when people do stuff like that is they over whiten the eyes. Whenever you see eyeballs that have no veins in them, that is over edited. That is not a good thing. That is not a good look. But then again, he might be an alien. We just don't know. He also might have some lip filler. Because whenever you see that little extra line in the corner of the mouth, that's usually indicative. That's how you could tell if a woman has had lip filler or not. If the lip stops here, but there's a little bit of a crease right there and a crease right there, that's usually a sign of lip filler. Not saying he does. Don't come after me, Elon. Just saying. Just looks like. He might have had some stuff done. What is that? Oh, I thought it was something weird. That is a rocket. That is a rocket. So there's a book about Elon. Elon fascinates me. I would like to get him on the show because I need to know whether he's here to serve man, as in the Twilight Zone book, To Serve Man. It actually turned out to be a cookbook, whether he's a true humanitarian or whether he's the Antichrist. I need to know because I cannot figure this dude out. Normally, I could figure out anyone, but I'd have to be in the proximity to peer into his soul. I got to be in the same proximity in order to do it. So I don't have a take on him yet. You guys know I can do that, right? That's no joke. Remember last week I picked out that dude what calendar was on? I just know shit about people. All right. Okay, let me read it to you. Walter Isaacson. Wow, there's a lot of books. There's a lot of words. It's a lot of word. A lot of word in this book. Holy cow. I'm going to do some reading. Oh, these are all sources. Oh, this guy took the time to... all right. I dig it. He took the time to give credit for every single photo. And he also took the time to do all the researching. All right, well, I'm sure not all of it, but a majority of it. Good on you. Good on you. Who is this dude? There go Elon. There goes some AI robot women. You put some skin on it, that's a woman. You know, Elon's like rocking a freaking AI girlfriend, right? Like 2 or 3 different ones every night. All right, let's see. Okay, enough about him. Oh, Simon and Schuster. Good on you, Walter. Simon and Schuster. So there's a book, huh? I'm gonna do some reading. 600. How many pages? 615 pages. I'm gonna read it. I actually read because I like reading. I like exercising my brain. I like not being stupid. I like maintaining my brain cells. Optimus Prime. I'm gonna read this son of a gun. I should sit in front of a slot machine and read a book and watch all the people freaking look at me like I'm a weirdo. What's this guy doing here? That's it. Okay, I'm down. I will figure out a little more about this. Oh, what do they got? They got little marriage activities here. What is it? Tallulah. Cholula. Cholula. Oh, she's got a thin waist. At the Kentucky Derby. So that was September 2010. Oh, they're going to like spill the beans about his love life? The Tesla Roadster. All right, we're going to find out. I wonder if there's like an expose. Is this a book to like expose him or to glorify him? But I will find out. So let's put this book. Let me see. Let me put it on my shelf. Let me put it up behind you. Go, Elon. I will put you up there. What up? All right, let's get back over here. What else I got to show you? A couple other things I want to show you. Speaking of Captain Dave, I don't know if I ever showed this or not, but don't mess with Texas. Now that I have my cowboy hat, I can show that. I think this is awesome. I haven't figured out a place to put it yet, but I will put it somewhere. If I had a pickup truck, I'd be like so inspired to put it on a pickup truck, but I don't. But I think that's just boss. I'm going to find a place to put it. Maybe I'll build a shelf in the back over there. That way I can rotate out everything. But there's windows behind there. I think I could put a shelf on glass. I'll figure something out, but I think this is just awesome. Thank you again, Captain Dave. Put that over here. And one last thing. These some things I've previously had. This was from Lauren. Many of you know Lauren. You see her in the chat. She hands me this box when I met her. Inside this box was this, and I dig the box too. What is that from? Bunique? Is that how we would pronounce that? Bunique? But these are kind of cool. This is a book of matches, and this was from her grams. Oh, and big shout out to Don Kaiser Electric. If you're in California and you do need electric done, go check out Don. And yep, they were from her grams, which is absolutely awesome. Handwritten note, wonderful penmanship. And this is from the El Rancho. Wow. From the El Rancho deluxe rooms. I wonder what would happen if you call that number from the El Rancho. For room reservations, call toll free. El Rancho. I got a video of the implosion of El Rancho. Maybe I'll show that now. Maybe we'll go check that out. And this is from the Stardust. Lido de Paris from the Stardust. I'm going to add these to my collection too. Not that I haven't, but I hadn't shown them, so I didn't take them out quite yet. You want to see the video of the implosion? It's kind of cool in the sense that, I took it with. I'll show you. You want to see which camera I took it with? Hold everything. Open my shelf there. I took the video I'm about to show you of the implosion with this camera right here. No bullshit. On a friggin' floppy. This camera still works. This is a Sony Mavica from, I think, 1998 or whatever. It still works. I'd have to charge the battery, but it is still fully functional. 1.3 megapixels. Bam. Isn't that the craziest thing? A floppy disk. A floppy disk. Oh my God. Yeah, let's dig that up real quick. Let me pop this down. And let's dig that up real quickly. Let's find us some. Open up a new tab. Bang. Crows are self-aware and know what they know, just like humans. Okay, that deserved its own thing. She's bummed. What, did they deny her return? All right, let's check out YT real quick. Let's check out Bror Fredrik. Oh, there I am. Check me out. That's funny. All right, let's check me out. All right, I want to see how bad they SB me, shadow beam me. Let's see. El Rancho. I'm typing with one hand. You'll have to forgive me. Implosion. Let's see if I actually come up. I think I'm the only video on all of YT that has that. No way. Oh, I'm the second one, so I'm not that badly SB'd. All right, want to check it out? Let's check it out. Bam. Oh, let's watch an Audi commercial first. No, let's skip the Audi commercial. Oh, I did a little, yeah, okay. I did a little what before it. Let's watch the implosion that I filmed with that. Yeah, that camera's from 90, yeah, maybe 99, maybe 2000. I was there. No way, Bror Fredrik. Yeah, I was there. And they blew that sucker up. This video was shot on a Sony Mavic with a floppy disk. No, there we go. I think there was actual audio on that. Let's find out. Yeah, there was audio. Hold on, let's go back. That's a pretty damn good controlled blast. One more time in slow motion. Bror Fredrik out. All right, I just made like a half a penny off myself for watching that. That's cool. All right, let's X out of that. Let's X out of that. Let me not X out of myself. What's going on? Let me get this over here. All right, I'm gonna look at a little more comments, and then I'm gonna show you some life lessons. And like I said, they're not verses, but they're not scriptures, but they are verses from the Nordic Havamal, which is basically the instruction book of life from the Nordic people, my ancestors. And I want to read you a couple before we get into it. Captain Dave says gonna be bringing more stuff. I still got the flask too. Well, of course I have it, but it's like right there. I can literally see it. It's right there. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just get rid of them. Just ixnay them. Maria with the 3 banana ranas. Let me see if I missed any other super chat activities. Nope, we're good. We're good. All right, let me see if you got any questions before we get into it. What time is it? It is. Oh, we're doing good on time. It's only 6:20. You got your study Havamal out. There's another version too. It's called the Cowboy Havamal. That I forgot his name, but I should give him a shout out and probably tell you to go to his YouTube channel also. I'll put a link in the description after this. But he is a scholar, and he's also an ancient language professor as well. He knows ancient Nordic, and he's an intense dude. And he did the Cowboy Havamal, where he translated the Havamal, some people say, into a more practical sense and like modern day vernacular. That's pretty awesome. Thank you for those 3 bananagramas. 86,000. That's awesome. That's cool. Awesome. US has 3 translations. All right, cool. So you guys are digging it. Let me see what's what. All right, I think we're gonna jump over that. Captain Dave, you are right. We're not too far from my reading of The Night Before Christmas. I love doing that. I want to do something different this year too. Can you believe it? Can you actually? I mean, for me, Christmas is starting. I went to my my storage unit because this place has no storage whatsoever. I went to my storage unit and I got my first Christmas tree out. My first Christmas tree. It's in a box. It's already in the living room, so I'm excited. I'm gonna put up not this week, but this weekend. I am putting up my Christmas tree. I am ready to go. And I got one box with ornaments that a lot of the viewers have sent me, a lot of my friends, you guys, same thing, have sent me. So I'll put that up, and I'll probably do a little video about with the tree this year. But I'm starting this year. I'm not playing around. Last year I got a late start. The year before I almost missed it altogether because November tends to be and the beginning of December tends to be a really busy month for me. And then it's like, shit. So if I don't do it now, it ain't getting done. So Christmas is starting here in the Bror Fredrik house. And it's like, what, 69 days away or some such thing? That is freaky. I mean, it's extra freaky because, it's still 95 degrees here in Las Vegas. I got the air condition on 69 right now. Gonna be doing some naked snow angels right after I sign off. Did someone just follow me on? All right, someone just followed me on Rumble. That is awesome news. So yeah, before we jump over there, let me invite you to follow me over on Rumble, because when we hit 150 subscribers, I'm going to start live streaming over there too, and a little more freedom of peaches. You're not even allowed to say freedom of, so I have to code it and say freedom of peaches, because we no longer have any freedom of, if you have to code it and say freedom of peaches. So supposedly there's more freedom of peaches over at Rumble and over on Xbox. Our boy Elon over there. We'll see what his deal is all about. But I got to get to 500 subscribers. I'm only at like 300 over on the X, but I'm just like a hair away. So I'd like to see if we can develop a community over at Rumble. But I think it's only like 10 more subscribers, and maybe I'd do that once a week. I could do it both. I have the technology to stream onto both, but most of the people who are following me on Rumble are already YT subscribers, so it doesn't even matter, for the most part. But I would like to have, we could have a little more in-depth, honest conversations over there, I think. I don't know. But while I still got you... Oh, you miss Grandma's? I was shouting out all the matches. And they smell good, too. They smell like history and victory. They smell like napalm. Beautiful. I love those. They are going in my collection box. I have a box. And then I'm going to save this box, too, because it's just boss. All right, and before I jump over to the Hava Mall, I'm going to invite you, just in case you're new, to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And we'd like to support the channel, because this channel is brought to you by the generosity of viewers like you, because YouTube, they ain't all that generous anymore. So, I appreciate your support and clicking on all the links and doing all this stuff and remembering Tej Hanley. And with the holiday season coming up, get your old lights and your old knives and all that other stuff, and get your Tej Hanley so you get your look down tight. 30% off, link in the description. All right, you ready to go jump over? Let's check out some Hava Mall. Bang. Let's get this mic up out of my grill piece. Do. Sayings of the Vikings. I don't even like when they say. First of all, Vikings isn't even it is a thing, but it's not a thing. Viking, the technical word for Viking. I don't like that. Let me fix something real quick. There we go. Much better. The technical word for Viking, that's modern vernacular, is Vikinger. Vikinger. It's Vikingr, no ER. Vikinger. What a Vikinger, because I could roll my R's. He goes Viking. Viking is a thing that you do. Viking is going to explore, going out on the high seas, going raiding and all that stuff. So Viking is an activity. A Vikinger is someone who goes Viking. So it's been all sorts of screwed up in modern vernacular that they're called Vikings, but technically Vikinger is who we're talking about here. So this comes from the Handbook of Life from my ancestors, the Vikingers. All right, we'll break it down a little bit. I'm not going to give you all chapter and verse. I just want to give you a little taste because I've been speaking on it for quite a while. So in this verse, it says, always rise to an early meal, but eat your fill before a feast. If you're hungry, you have no time to talk at the table. All right, one more time. Digest the wisdom of this. Always rise to an early meal. Basically, wake your ass up, eat a hearty breakfast, go out there and do your stuff. But eat your fill. Eat before a feast. Because if you're hungry at the feast, you'll have no time to talk at the table. And this is applicable across the board. I mean, if you're going to a business lunch, if you're going to a business dinner and you're trying to close a deal with, your number one client, or you want to be number one client, or you're having some issues with family members that you need to go or you need to deal with, or you want to engage with people, the Havamal wisdom says, eat before you go to this business lunch or dinner. Eat before you go to this important gathering. Eat before you go to your daughter's wedding. Because if you go there like a gavone in Italian, if you go there like a gavone, stuffing your face with the 5 different ways to eat shrimp, and it's a buffet and all the rest of that, you're defeating the purpose. You're defeating the purpose of the fellowship that can be had at that table. You're not listening. You're not listening to what people have to say, which is important. You might be missing the facts. You might be missing the nuances of what is actually taking place. You're an idiot if you don't. So if your belly is full, it doesn't say don't eat, but eat first. That way you can pay attention to what's going on, because at certain times in certain places, you are there for a reason. And if you remember with Vikingers, it's all about the longhouse. That's where politics were decided. That's where land deals were decided. Where we go in raiding when it's spring and all the rest of that. And you don't want to be the fool stuffing your face and letting the world pass you by. So there's a lot to unpack in that one statement. Always rise to an early meal, but eat your fill before a feast. If you're hungry, you'll have no time to talk, listen, or any other thing at the table. All right, let's check out another one. Maybe we'll do 3. Never walk away from home ahead of your axe and sword. You can't feel a battle in your bones or foresee a fight. Wow. Never walk away from home ahead and or without. Ahead, technically, they're talking about the meaning of this word ahead is actually without or dragged behind, or in modern vernacular, it would be, or in your trunk would be a good way to put it too. Never walk away from your home with your axe and your sword in the trunk of your car or on your nightstand or anything. This isn't talking about arming to the teeth or whatever. It's talking about being prepared for life, because you cannot feel in your bones or foresee a fight. Basically, it's saying be prepared. Don't drop your guard in any circumstance, in different situations. Never drop your guard and always be prepared. Never get so laxed that you're either physically, mentally, or tactily unprepared for life. Get your EDC together, get your mind right, because you never know when there's going to be a fight. In all categories. Not just talking about fisticuffs, but you never know. Spiritually, physically, mentally, you never know what the world is going to try to toss at you. It's up to you to be prepared. All right, let's see what else we got. Moderately wise a man should be, not too crafty or clever. A learned man's heart, whose learning is deep, seldom sings with joy. I've spoken on this so many times. I've spoken on this a lot of times. Let's read that again. Moderately wise a man should be. Not too crafty, not too clever. A learned man's heart, whose learning is deep, seldom sings with joy. Lot to unpack there, too. I think we're going to unpack this one. I've said it a couple times. All right. People who are ignorant and people who are dumb and people who are of the lower IQ persuasion tend to be the happiest, right? Don't they? They're just happy-go-lucky because they're not thinking about the depths of life. The whistle blows, they slide down the dinosaur's back like Fred Flintstone, they grab the Modelo and pop on the TV, and they're ignorantly bliss. Not saying that's the way you should go through life, but from a happiness perspective, and they mentioned joy. There's a difference between happiness and joy. Happiness is an outside job where the things around you affect your mood. Joy comes from the inside. Joy, it doesn't matter what shit is hitting the fan in this world or in your life. You can still have joy, but joy is an inner thing, and that comes from being at peace with yourself. That comes from not having guilt. That comes from forgiving yourself for the stupid, dumbass shit that you've done in your life and hoping others do too. And if they don't, whatever. But that's an inside job. Joy, happiness is directly in proportion to what's taking place around you. Got a new car, I'm happy. Oh, it's got its first scratch, I'm unhappy. Joy's different. Joy's just like, I got a cool ass car, scratching up, bro. You know, totally different thing. But the lesson here is the wiser you become in your life, the more study and deeply learned on subjects that you become, the side effect of that you need to be aware of is that you can also get curmudgeony. You could also be a buzzkill. You could also let that knowledge, if you know so much about what's going on in the world, so much about this and so much about that, the good, the bad, and the ugly, it's hard to find joy. It's hard to find joy when you're looking, the battle that's taking place in this world, which, trust me, folks, we are in a battle of good versus evil currently, 2023. There's a battle between good and evil. If you delve into it and look really, really close, you're going to have a hard time finding joy. And you are not going to be a cool person to hang out with. So this is a cautionary tale that's basically saying, I think I even want to expand this just a hair. There we go. That's better. This is a cautionary tale saying, don't get too wise. Someone has to do it. Some people out there can say, hey, Bror Fredrik, you get curmudgeony. Yeah, I get curmudgeony AF because I do delve into deeper issues, but sometimes I try to digest them and give them back to you in such a way that, you don't have to go through the depths of, learning, but it's just a fact of life. Basically be moderately wise, know a lot of shit, with the caveat that the deeper you get into learning stuff of this world and of this life, it's harder to be a joyful person. So it's just a cautionary warning. It's not a sentence, put it that way. All right. Shall we read one more? Yeah, let's read one more. The unwise man is awake all night, worries over and again. When morning rises, he is restless still and got the same burdens as before. I mean, that just goes without saying. I don't think that's, the wisdom of the Vikingers. I mean, that's just common sense. The unwise man sits up all night and worries about shit. Oh, like what's his name? What did we see in the beginning? Hardy. Oh my God, I'm so anxious. Oh, I'm anxious. All right, yeah, we all have anxiety. We all have issues. We all have things that we have to face. We all have demons we gotta freaking exercise. We all have dragons we gotta slay. And most of the time, we're gonna end up doing it by ourselves unless we got some close people around us. That's a given. That's gonna be on the daily. But at some point, you honestly have to realize that you have done everything that you can possibly do. Sometimes it's a principle of, like they say, let go, let God. The Vikingers would say, let go and let gods. Let go and let Loki freaking teach him a lesson. Let go and let Thor freaking whack him upside the head because I've done my best, bro. Sometimes you just have to know when it's time to relax, and your best one day could be this much. Your best another day can be this much. But if you can honestly look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, yo, I did my best, then rest. Go to sleep. Because worrying about it and releasing all that cortisol into your body isn't going to do you any good except a freaking heart attack. You got to know when to just let go. I did what I had to do. I did what I could do. And now I'm just going to rest. And it just doesn't mean, sleeping on. Just doesn't mean sleeping on the pillow type rest. It means rest your mind. Stop the worry that's taken place. It's counterproductive. Unless your worry is born out of guilt because you're a freaking slacker. That's different. If the worry and the anxiety that you have is born out of slackery and slothery, then maybe you should stay up and awake and figure that out. Because that's your guilt saying, no, bro, you could have done, broette, you could have done better. You could have headed this off at the pass. If you had filed these papers, you could have avoided this court appearance. If you would have done this wouldn't have happened. So yeah, sometimes we're our own worst enemies. But if we're endeavoring to do our best, regardless of the measure of it on a daily basis, rest, relax, don't beat yourself up. Because when you wake up, it's still going to be there. After all that restlessness, the issue is still there. And this is one of the reasons why people get into addictions too. They want this feeling to go away. I could replace the unwise man or woman with the addicted. I could easily replace this with the addicted man or woman is awake all night and worries. The addicted man is awake all night and he's doing his addictions over and again. But when the buzz wears off, his burden is as before. So that this can apply to addiction too. no matter what you do, to not think about the problems that you're either afraid to face or don't want to face or seem insurmountable in your life, they're still going to be there if you self-medicate it. They are still going to be there if you put your head in the sand. They're still going to be there if you avoid them. So attack them head on. You know, if you can't go through them, go around them, go over them, go under them. Develop an army, get your people on board, but deal with things. Because they ain't going to go away if you avoid them and stick your head in the sand. And they ain't going to go away if you just sit and worry about them. They're just not. Doesn't matter how much therapy you get. Doesn't matter how many meditations you read. They ain't going to go away until you deal with the stuff in your life. Facts. All right, people. That was fun. Let me catch up real quick. See what's what over here. No guilt in your sleep. Exactly. You know, we all harbor guilt. Guilt, I'll tell you something I know about guilt. Let me talk about guilt for a second real quick, just because I feel like it. The number one, in my opinion, and I'm no scholar, but I know life. The number one reason people lack discipline is because they're harboring guilt. And you'd say, what does one have to do with the other? What does guilt have to do with discipline? They don't even seem like they belong on the same bookshelf. Discipline, being able to get up from a slot machine, being able to wake up early, being able to go to bed on time, being able to pay your bills on time when you have the money, and guilt. Oh, I feel bad I did this. I feel bad I did that. I'm an asshole because I treated this person like this. I'm a piece of shit because I stole some bubble gum when I was a kid. What does one have to do with the other? You might ask. However, it's a direct correlation, in my opinion, because when you're harboring guilt, when you have guilt that you are not forgiving yourself for, you don't require the forgiveness of others for your actions, although it is helpful. It is a good thing if they can get on board and forgive you. But if they haven't seen true change in you, they're just going to be like, yeah, been there, done that, heard you say that before. But if they recognize real change in you, possibly they will forgive you. But you got to learn how to forgive yourself. So if you're harboring guilt, it is very hard to have discipline, because that sense of guilt that you have in your life about the way you lived your life and the things that you've done, big or small or whatever, maybe it's even unfounded guilt. You're feeling guilty for something you had no control over whatsoever, but it's guilt nonetheless. So when it comes to discipline in your life, you will not do the things that you know you need to do to have good discipline. Why? Because you're punishing yourself. Because you're subconsciously or consciously punishing yourself for the guilt that you have. So when you have the opportunity to exercise discipline, be a better person, get up on time, do the things, not cheat, not steal, not do this, push away that third freaking cheeseburger, whatever the heck it is, it's not going to be there, because subconsciously your guilt is making you want to punish yourself. You see how that works now? If you don't forgive yourself, it's hard to have discipline in life. It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible to have any semblance of discipline when you're just harboring guilt and you're walking around thinking, you're shit, or worried that other people think you're shit. So there's a direct correlation, in this man's opinion, and figure it out for yourself. There's a direct correlation between harboring guilt, self-flagellating your way to a lack of discipline because you don't feel worthy. Tell me I'm wrong. Nah. All right. was deep. That was deep. All right. I got a big Elon Musk book to read. That is absolutely awesome. All right, what time is it? 6:45. All right, tomorrow I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I do have a bunch of subject matter that I'm in process of working through. I got the neuroplasticity one coming up. I might want to go and check out that bridge if we can get close enough and maybe walk around it or over it during the day. I'm curious to see what that is. I don't want to spend an exorbitant amount of time on the strip. Do love the Saturday night thing. And also in the comments section, let me know for the next AMA, which is coming up on Friday. It seems like forever away, but the way the weeks are flying, it's going to be here before we know it. So let me know down below or in the comments after if you're watching this video later. If you want me to do the AMA Ask Me Anything, which is Ask Me Anything Fridays from the strip again. We did True Bar. I could find some other place. Or if you want me to do it from the studio, whichever it is, I don't mind doing it. And also I was thinking about doing, firing up some like earlier studio sessions, like even breakfast. We could all have breakfast together. Sometimes I'm up at like 4 a.m. and I could just 5 a.m. I could easily fire all this stuff up and just eat eggs with everyone. It is what it is. But all right, people. So you guys know I'm winding up. I see all the goodbyes. So I'm gonna say it too. I'm gonna say something like, Bror Fredrik, inviting you one last time, like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button. And thank you to, let me make sure I did not miss any super chat activities because I must show appreciation for those. Steve with the 5 banana rounders and Maria with the 3. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And I do appreciate everyone being here. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5, sometimes 6 days a week. And if you want to support me, you could do all the stuffs down there and click on all the links and do all that. Yeah, but I appreciate you being here. And I love you guys. And I already miss you guys. And I'll see you sometime tomorrow. But hit that bell button to figure out what we're doing tomorrow. I might do a drive-in chat. I've been thinking about just getting in the car and just cruising and just chatting and talking. We'll see. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.